She never posed nude, so why did every man have her picture on their wall? She barely spoke in her most famous role, so why did that silent scene change her life forever? And how did this so-called sex symbol outlast her era, win a Golden Globe and walk away with her dignity? Stay on, because the answers reveal a woman far more powerful than the image the world thought they knew. This is the untold truth of Raquel Welch, the bombshell who broke Hollywood's rules without ever breaking a sweat.
At the same time, I'd get all dressed up, go out and swing till 4 a.m.
Raquel Welch was born Jo Raquel Tejada in 1940 Chicago. She wasn't some Hollywood brat. She was the daughter of a Bolivian engineer raised in conservative San Diego. By her teens, she was winning beauty contests and making jaws drop. But what most people didn't know was she was also deeply ambitious and laser-focused. That early strength explains why, even decades later, she refused to pose nude, no matter how much Hollywood begged. "I'm a mother," she said. "I wanted to be sexy, but with dignity." She married at 19, had 2 kids, and worked everything from waitressing to weather reporting before making the move to Los Angeles and landing her first screen tests. In 1966, she landed 2 roles that would forever change her fate: the sci-fi classic Fantastic Voyage and the prehistoric fantasy 1 Million Years B.C. And here comes the big reveal.
As Loana the Fair One, who deserted her tribe and risked her life to follow Tumac of the Rock People.
In 1 Million Years B.C., Raquel had just 3 lines, all in grunts and prehistoric mutters. But that iconic fur bikini, tan leather, primitive, barely stitched, made her an overnight supernova. The poster became one of the most famous pin-ups in history. It wasn't a sex tape, a scandal, or a speech. It was just a look. Suddenly, everyone knew Raquel Welch, but few understood the woman behind the fur. Hollywood saw dollar signs and tried to make her the next Marilyn Monroe. She was cast in roles that required one thing: to sizzle. In Fathom, she played a skydiving bikini-clad secret agent. In 100 Rifles, she had a steamy, groundbreaking love scene with Jim Brown, one of the first interracial romantic scenes in Hollywood. It was controversial, and she owned it. But Raquel didn't let studios control her image. If she was so underestimated, how did she win Hollywood's respect? Stay on to find out. She once said, "They hired me for my looks, but I showed up with more." And they weren't ready for what came next. In 1970, Raquel starred in Myra, Breckinridge, a bizarre, gender-bending satire that left critics confused and audiences scandalized. She played a transgender character, bold, brash, and unapologetic, at a time when that was cinematic suicide. The film flopped, but how did she win respect? Raquel's commitment, even in a chaotic project, earned her admiration from industry insiders who realized this woman takes chances. She was no one's Barbie doll. She was a risk-taker in red lipstick. Hollywood had laughed her off for years, until 1973, when she starred in The Three Musketeers. No bikinis, No gimmicks, just wit, timing, and performance. She won the Golden Globe for Best Actress in a Comedy. And suddenly, everyone was rethinking Raquel Welch. She followed it with the Four Musketeers, stage productions, and even late career appearances in shows like Seinfeld, always keeping her mystique. She could own a camera with a glance. In the decades that followed, Raquel launched a best-selling line of wigs and beauty products. She wrote a book on aging gracefully. She turned down exploitative roles and never gave in to the pressures that consumed so many other starlets. Why did she outlast her era? Because Raquel Welch controlled her image. She wasn't a victim of fame, she was its master. She died in 2023 at 82. Elegant, respected, whole, the last of a Hollywood breed that knew how to seduce without surrender. She didn't need to pose nude. She didn't need to shout. She didn't even need to speak. All Raquel Welch needed was a look, and the world never forgot it. Did you grow up with Raquel Welch on your wall? Share your favorite memory in the comments. Subscribe to Retro and Beyond for more timeless tributes from Hollywood's golden age. Comment below to see who you want to be featured next.